I had a really interesting conversation with a client the other day about the difference between being and doing. And I know a lot of us get wrapped up in our self-worth having to do with what we do versus just being present where we are. And there's this whole movement of we are human beings, not human doings, right? So I think that we are worthy, we are enough in our being, but it's also normal and natural to feel that desire to share with the world, to do. And I think that when our being and our doing merge, that's when flow happens. That complete immersion and state of presence in what we're doing. And that's when the being and the doing feel good and feel right and feel in alignment. And when the doing starts to feel like forceful, typically that's when we're not in alignment with our purpose. It's when it feels forced. It doesn't feel like something we actually want to do, or it's not something that's actually in service of what we care about. Because when our being and our doing merge, it's the best feeling in the world, and it's effortless. Like me creating this video right now, it's not something I told myself, oh, you gotta go and make this video to market yourself and get out in the world. It was like, holy shit, these things are flowing through me and I need to share them, and I want to go on a walk, and here I am, and it's effortless and it's flowing, and it's just because I'm in alignment with my being and my doing. So when I make these walk and talk videos, I am living in my purpose, but that's not the only expression of it. I also feel like I'm living in my purpose when I'm coaching or when I'm having a conversation with a friend. There's so many different ways to express our purpose, and a good hint at seeing what yours might be is thinking about what just comes naturally to you. What is the value that you're providing to others without even trying? So an exercise that I take clients through is having them ask their friends and their family and their coworkers, the people who know them well, what is the best value or the greatest value you provide to those people? Because often they'll be able to speak to something that you might not realize in yourself. There's clearly something that you do, just uniquely you being you, that no one else provides. And when you figure that out, that's what you get to optimize and share with the world in an intentional way. Our purpose is to be in our fullest self-expression every day, in every context. And without doing that deeper work to unearth what that really is, we will remain restricted and confined by the limiting beliefs that we built up over time, like my limiting belief that I'm not smart enough, or the socio-cultural conditioning that tells us what we should be doing to be quote-unquote successful, such as my 9-to-5 corporate job, and me believing that I'd make more money, I'd have more security from that, even though in a 2-week span I've doubled what I made in my 9-to-5 job just being a one-man show. So when you figure out what your purpose is, the being and the doing won't feel so separate, because your purpose is just you being you and finding different ways and different contexts to express that. And people will find value in that, and they will pay you for it more than you would get paid in any other scenario. And the money isn't even the point. The point is that you are your greatest asset. You being in your full self-expression everywhere you go.